The mistake that people make in the gym is that they think that growing strength and muscle mass is about overtraining, when actually strength training and muscle development is about science.
Oh boy, we're gonna need more coffee for this one. Someone sent me this. This is Mindvalley's 10x quest or 10x program. Anytime you hear 10x, you can get 10 times the results from this program, it's almost always a sign of bullshit. Lo and behold, it's bullshit.
Then I met Lorenzo. I asked him, "What are you doing differently in the gym?" His answer shocked me. Lorenzo said, "I only work out 30 minutes a week." What's the secret? It's actually a series of scientific discoveries.
Anytime someone is putting forth a revolutionary program, or like the answer shocked me, or the hidden secret, or something new and exciting and wonderful and transformative and science-based that is really gonna change the way the entire world exercises, BS. Just complete BS. Okay, we haven't learned that much new in fitness over the past 5 decades. For the most part, the stuff that worked half a fucking century ago is what works now. And people promising something incredible or new are almost always using that terminology to steal money from you. So I don't have anything against workout science. I would say I am loosely a science-based coach. I read science, I read research, a lot of my decisions are based in science. But you should be aware and beware of people who use science to peddle pseudoscience, or use science but don't actually use science. They just say they are using science. And I can say 100% that a 30-minute per week workout plan is not science-based. It sounds tempting. I personally want it to be true, but it's not. It's bullshit. So they have a few testimonials on the page. I will link it in the description below so you can check for yourself. See, I'm not just making this stuff up. They have the first testimonial, and this woman apparently lost 41 pounds over the course of about 6 months, which is plausible. It's doable, especially if you are at 43% body fat. However, a couple things here. First, you don't even know if it's the same person. You cannot see her face in either picture. If even one face is covered, you don't know if it's legit, okay? So she's wearing a mask and the face is blurred out in the second picture, and she's covering her face with the phone in the first picture.
How convenient is that? Wow.
It looks like a different person. It might be the same person, but you just don't know for sure. Second of all, the math doesn't even add up. You'd think they'd spend 10 seconds to check if it does, but it doesn't. It says she lost 40 pounds of fat and gained 5 pounds of muscle. That would be a 35-pound weight loss, according to my calculations on my fucking hand. However, it says here she lost 41 pounds. How does that add up at all? Okay, it doesn't, because it's BS. The second transformation, impressive results. But again, you can only see half of his face in one of the pictures. There's no guarantee that this is even the same person. The third transformation isn't even on this program. The difference between the first picture and the second picture are on something else entirely, not even this program. The difference between the second picture and the third picture is 6 months of training. And I would say that's an entirely plausible result. It doesn't even look like he's gained that much muscle. A little bit, but nothing insane. Plus, you don't even know if this is a legit result. Again, there's no proof that this was on this program or in the same time frame. So I already did a video on transformations. They cannot really be trusted, okay? You can change the lighting, you could change the angles, you can change the posture, you can change so many factors. The tan, just transformations on the whole aren't really a good reason to buy into a specific program. It's just 15 minutes of workout, twice a week for the biggest physical transformation of your life. Under any other circumstance, a claim like that would be hyperbole. A lofty promise designed to reel in those seeking results without effort. That's literally what it is.
Ooh, how convenient.
I hate it when people do this. They say, oh yeah, other people are scammers, but our system is legit.
All stacked together to create what is called the 10X program.
Then it goes on to meet one of the trainers. Lorenzo is an absolute genius. I'm sure he is. And also one of the fittest people I know. I mean, look at those arms. I see them, kind of, like, get out my fucking microscope, I can see them. Is this what passes for like decent arms in the fitness industry? They're targeting people who aren't really into fitness, people who are, out of shape, overweight, and think that this is like an incredible physique. I mean, I don't want to skinny shame. He looks okay, but he doesn't look amazing. Probably because he's been working out 30 minutes per week. And I have a cute little story. I found out about the truth one day in 2016, thanks to a client meeting we were attending that got delayed.
Ooh, how convenient.
Instead of going back to his desk, Lorenzo told me he was stepping out for his bi-weekly workout. But we're starting in 30 minutes, I said. Are you sure you have the time? He walked away and was back in 22 minutes, grinning at me. Are you done? I asked in confusion. You don't look like the kind of guy who only works out a few minutes at a time. And that was the day I realized most of what I thought I knew about fitness and exercise was utterly wrong. So again, they're saying like, oh, it's a new revolutionary system or method or protocol or whatever word you want to use for it, when it's actually just, yes, I know, bullshit.
So after years of studies, hundreds of trial participants, 10X is finally ready for the world.
Then they have some myths, which I actually agree with some of these here. Myth number 1, a good workout is one that leaves you sweaty and exhausted. So I actually agree that this is a myth. You don't need to be absolutely destroyed or pulverized or exhausted after a workout. You should be pleasantly tired or fatigued, not destroyed. Myth number 2, the more you work out, the fitter you get. And this is true. You do get diminishing returns. Working out 6 hours per week doesn't provide twice the results of 3 hours per week. But 30 minutes per week is so far on the minimalistic side of things that you're not even really into the diminishing returns side of things. So I would say if you expect to get results on this kind of minimalistic program, you might see results initially, but you will plateau. Myth number 3, you should work out daily for best results, or at least every other day. I would say the sweet spot for most people is 3 to 5 times per week. 6 times per week is pretty hardcore. 7 times per week, I don't really recommend. If you do twice per week though, it's not going to be 15 minutes per workout. Okay, you're looking at probably at least an hour to an hour and a half in order to sufficiently target the entire body. I honestly can't even comprehend, and it's not because I'm like dumb or anything, it's because it's bullshit, hitting your muscles sufficiently in 15 minutes. You're not going to warm up? You don't have any kind of like compound movements? It doesn't actually make any sense. Myth number 4, any kind of exercise is good, you just need to get the body moving. I actually agree with this as well. Walking is great, but you're not going to completely transform your physique and build lots of muscle doing walking. So the details do matter, and I 100% agree with this. But that doesn't actually support their program. If anything, it doesn't support their program because it shows that it isn't stimulatory enough for maximum progress. Number 5, you can't get in great shape without constant access to a gym. And this is probably added because of the pandemic and they want to be able to sell this program to people working out at home. And I do think you can get some results working out at home. But especially for lower body, they won't be optimal. And there's a reason that gyms exist. And I really, really don't like how people are promising massive results with these sort of very, very light band workout, home workout bullshit. You can see some results and you can definitely make progress for most people, but don't pretend like it's optimal or that it's close to a gym. Number 6, women should avoid weight training if they don't want to get bulky. I actually agree with this as well. So all 6 of these myths, I actually agree with. It's just that they are using these to promote their bullshit product. So almost all of these fitness scams, they throw in these little grains of truth. A little bit of science, a little bit of logic, enough that it actually makes sense, even if the product or system itself is complete and total horseshit. It goes on. How 10x transforms your body the way that other fitness programs can't. That alone is an absolute red flag. There are no magic programs. None. Not one. Even the custom plans that I write are not magic. They are good, they are solid, they are reasonable, but they're not going to be wildly better than some other program. So stop seeking the perfect plan or the perfect system that is going to get you magic results. It doesn't exist. Triggers your body's adaptive response mechanism to multiply your strength, endurance, vitality, mobility, and longevity in a tiny fraction of the usual time. Adaptive response mechanism? What does that even mean? How are you triggering the response when every other program can't do that somehow? So many red flags are going off that there's no way this program isn't BS. The next two, maximum results with minimal effort. Optimal weight and muscle mass on autopilot, okay? The only thing that works on autopilot is autopilot in a fucking airplane, okay?
I'll never get over how beautiful it is up here.
Life's easier in the air.
Yes, it is.
Bullshit.
Whoa.
But fitness or anything in general with life, autopilot is a good way to go nowhere. If you are on autopilot in your life, you done messed up. And any program that is promising maximal results with minimal effort, completely full of it. If you want a great body, you need a great mind. They go hand in hand, and you need to know how to push yourself, how to be disciplined, how to stay the course, how to stick to your diet, how to actually push through a set, not maximal results with minimal effort. Superior injury resistance. Maybe if you're only working out 30 minutes per week, you have plenty of time to recover, but it's not like you're going to get more injured on more reasonable, slightly higher volume plans. Weightlifting in general is very, very safe. Freedom from ineffective cardio. Greg Doucette would love that one. Freedom to exercise on your own terms. What, do you not have that if you choose another program? If you get a custom plan, like you just don't have the freedom, but you have it on this plan? No, okay, it doesn't actually mean anything. Most of this doesn't actually have any kind of meaning. It just sounds really good from a marketing perspective. Upgrade your body the way you want. So this kind of video game terminology kind of irks me. Life is not a video game, and you have to work for your upgrades, okay? Nothing comes easy, nothing is free, and even on an optimized program, you need to work hard. And then you get to meet the coaches. Lorenzo Delano is a moral philosopher, educational psychologist, and exercise physiologist. I can't even. Just these kind of self-serving bios actually piss me off.
Now, as we develop 10X, I brought in Ronan Oliveira, the head of fitness at Mindvalley, to become the
You soft-looking motherfucker.
host of this program. Ronan and Lorenzo combined have fine-tuned the exact movement, the exact breathing, the exact set of exercise to such a degree where your time in the gym is so hyper-optimized.
Yeah, the only thing that's hyper-optimized is their bullshit marketing.
That for every minute you now spend in the gym, you're getting 10x the results.
Now, there was something really, really interesting in that last part, and I think a lot of people probably didn't see it. As he delivered the promise, saying that you can get 10 times the results, which is obviously bullshit, he closed his eyes at the exact moment of delivery. At the exact moment when he was promising 10 times the results, he closed his eyes. Why? Because he knows it's bullshit. Because he knows that he's lying. And this, to me, is a sign that he knows this program is full of shit, and yet he is still willing to sell it on his website. Then they have some testimonials talking positively about the program. I looked up a lot of their LinkedIns, which, trust me, was very painful to do because I absolutely despise LinkedIn as a platform. I think it's the most self-absorbed, self-important platform out there, way more than even Instagram. But a lot of the testimonials and transformations and whatever were already involved with Mindvalley for a long time. Either investors or if they've just used the programs for a long time. If you have something listed in their LinkedIn as being a something involved with Mindvalley, you think they're going to talk shit about Mindvalley or give you an unbiased opinion? No. And then it goes on and says, become a true fitness expert in 12 weeks. If anyone says you can become an expert in anything over the course of 12 weeks, full of shit, okay? It's gonna take years and years to become an expert in anything. Otherwise, everyone would be an expert.
10x is designed in the following way. You go to the gym twice a week for 15 minutes each. But here's the thing. We don't just teach you the workout protocol. From Lorenzo and Ronan, you also learn...
Okay, he's sitting in this part of the video just like, I am fitness expert. Oh. Here's a fun game. Take a shot whenever he says the word science in this next part.
Learn the science of stimulating muscle growth, the science of improving strength, the science of increasing longevity.
Plot twist. It's not.
Anyone can say anything at any time. Just because someone says something is backed by science or promises you 10 times the results, it doesn't mean that it's true or even close to true.
If you want to transform your body to the best version that it can be in 10% of the time, then join me in this program.
Okay, so it's clearly a scam, but at least the price is reasonable and it's at least semi-affordable. I mean, it's only $1,049. Fuck this industry, man. I absolutely hate this shit. Just, I don't know. Especially considering my book is on sale right now for $15. About 1% of the price. So, do I feel bad about that plug? No. Is it a quality product? Yes. Can you get it through the description? Yes.
How convenient is that? Wow.
Do I appreciate the support? Also, yes. Do I recommend this program? No. Do I think less of the people involved with this clearly BS program? Yes. Do I think less of Mindvalley as a whole for including this clearly fraudulent program on their site? Yes. To be honest, I wasn't all that familiar with them, but now my opinion is basically as low as it can get of a website. All right. That is all for this video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are not already. Turn on those notifications so that you decide what you watch, not some algorithm. And I will see you in the next video. Peace. Fuck Mindvalley.